What is going on, everyone? It is May 6th, 2020, and this is vlog number 13. 13 days in a row, not too shabby. And in this vlog, we are going to do a Q&A. I asked some people on my Instagram story to ask me some questions, and I'm going to answer them on this video. The questions are all over the place. Some are about health and fitness, some are not, but we'll run through about maybe 10 of them. Should make this video about 10 minutes to 15 minutes long, and that way it's not too long for you to watch. Also going to drink a beer because I love beer. And let's get it started. I have a round back from mid back. Sometimes it gets stiff, and if I twist, it makes some sounds. Okay? So stiffness in the body, you know what? It's normal. The key here is just try to get moving as much as you can. So they're talking about that mid-back rounding, commonly seen when you're maybe typing a lot or you're just sitting down. And the key is if you're in this position too long, you're gonna feel some discomfort. So we wanna stand up, or even in the chair, just move our shoulders around often. So that's the key, just move often and you should feel a lot better. And then the second part is if I twist, it makes some sound. Our bodies pop, crackle, you hear some grinding here and there. And as long as there's no pain involved with that, then usually you're okay. But if you twist and you hear a popping noise and it's very painful, or you move your arm and it starts to snap and it really hurts, then that's when you probably should get it checked out. All right, so you hear noise, no pain, probably not that big of a deal. You hear popping, noises, and you feel pain, then go get it checked out. And if you're just concerned in general, just go get it checked out even if it doesn't hurt you, just for ease of mind. Let's go into the next one. I have weak wrists and ankles. I'm 27 and it's aching like a mother effer. Any tips to remedy this? So again, if something's really bothering you, make sure you go get it checked out. But weak wrists and weak ankles, what you have to do is you have to challenge the body. So whenever people get things like ankle sprains, it's usually because of weak ankles. You can do something called unstable surface training. So that's like balancing on a balance pad or on a Bosu ball. And that starts to help strengthen the lower leg. And if you have weak wrists, a lot of times the biggest complaint is doing push-ups, because you're in this position and then you're pushing into the ground, and there's a lot of pain in the wrists. It could be associated with weak wrists. And what we can do there is we can decrease the angle, so maybe doing push-ups with dumbbells or just doing a fist push-up. Also, if you're on the ground, you can put a towel or something on this portion of the hand, and then that's going to decrease the angle of the wrist, and then you can start doing push-ups and then slowly work your way back until your wrist can handle that resistance and load to that joint. But in the long term, you have to start getting the body used to a little bit more load onto that body part, and then it's going to become more resilient. So that's that one. How did you become the stretching guy? So it started on Instagram. When I started my account, I was doing a lot of self-massage techniques with the tennis ball. And then once I kind of ran out of things to do there, I transitioned into more of the stretching stuff. And as I was posting that, I started to gain more followers, and then that became the majority of my content. But then people just kind of called me the stretching guy or the massage guy. So just for my content, because that's all I was posting, so that's what people associate me with. Let's see. Hi Joe from Canary Islands. Basically it says, when is Better Stretching the Spanish edition going to come out? So Better Stretching, my book. Right now we're currently working on trying to find international publishers. So my agent and I are, actually I'm not, my agent's trying to find some international publishers to to present my book and see if they're interested in picking it up. Right now it's a little weird because of COVID and the pandemic. I don't think a lot of companies are trying to spend money right now. We are getting a couple hits, places, I don't know if I can even tell you, but I got a couple hits so far, so hopefully they end up in being some deals and we can get the book out in different languages. That would be so cool. But definitely want to get a Spanish edition because I feel like that would probably be probably second most popular to the English version. So you golf? So I actually used to be in the golf industry. I was a golf fitness professional. That's actually where I learned a lot of the mobility exercises and stretches because golf is, you have to have really good mobility to perform the swing. So I worked at a really amazing junior golf academy. It was a full-time academy. They had some amazing golfers that could kick my ass in golf. They were young 20s, high school kids, juniors, and they were top level. So it was really cool, and I got to see a lot of pros there too. I also live on a golf course, but I just don't have as much time to play golf anymore. So maybe one day when I get the itch to play again, I'll go out and play some more golf. How long have you been working as a PT? I'll answer this in two ways. So if this is someone from the US, PT means physical therapist, and I'm not a physical therapist, I'm a massage therapist. PT in like the UK, that they usually consider that personal trainer, and I've been a personal trainer since 2011, 2012. So that's been about 9, almost 10 years as a personal trainer, massage therapist, almost like 8, 9 years. What kind of bike was that? So I've been showing the cardio bike that I've been using on my IG stories a lot, and I've been doing it pretty much every single day for my cardio. And it's a Schwinn Aero, Schwinn, I almost said Aero Time, that's the thing in Wolf of Wall Street. Schwinn Airdyne bike, and it's very similar to an assault bike. And it's got a fan. I mean, it is tough, which is why I got it, because it really just gets you pretty much just thrashed in potentially a couple minutes, gets your heart rate up, and it is brutal for cardio. So I kind of like it. It's weird. It's like I hate it, but I love it. But I'd rather do that than like run. How are your workouts going? So I've been watching the vlogs, I've been showing a little bit of my workouts, and I've probably been at it for about 6 weeks consistently, and they're going great. I always thought it would be a little bit tougher to work out at home. I always felt like I had to go to the gym to get motivated, but I've actually been really good doing these home workouts. I guess the only tough issue is getting enough resistance on certain exercises, but it makes me concentrate on the exercises that I struggle with. Like pull-ups and a lot of the core work and the banded work. So it's really good. I'm trying to work on my weak points right now, so when everything does open up, if it does, I can go to the gym and I'll feel a little bit better doing some of the exercises there. How to breathe while stretching. So a lot of the people, especially in like yoga and other places, they really want you to breathe through the belly, kind of diaphragmatic breathing. I agree with that too, but sometimes I don't worry about that as much. I always just say try not to hold your breath. So if you're stretching and you're a little bit more intensely into that stretch, concentrate on just not holding your breath. So just breathe normally and just try to relax as best as you can. Let's see. Someone wrote, are you going to share the vlog on how you edit videos for social media? So I actually posted that already. So if you're interested in seeing what it looks like, or what it looks like when I'm editing kind of the classic look of my Instagram posts, then it's one of my vlogs already. Let's see. This one's probably more for medical, but it's, hi Joe, what's the best program for quad hypertrophy due to bad recovery of ACL and meniscus surgery? So I don't do like direct rehab after surgeries, but I did work as a trainer for return to sport, which was a lot of soccer players coming back from ACL injuries, and we had to really work on getting, that injured leg, injured knee to try to equal in strength or come at least close enough to the opposite side. So we would do a lot of single leg squats, single leg deadlifts, just to start building up the strength in the quad. A lot of glute work right into that hip. And then that was pretty much it, just concentrating on those simple movements. The single leg squats seem to show up a lot, split squats too, because we can really unload the knee there depending on where we put our leg. So yeah, work on those unilateral movements to really bump up the strength in the quad and the muscle growth. Your thoughts on keto diet. So whenever I get any diet questions, I always say, what's the diet that you can stick with? So keto, paleo, Whole30, low carb, whatever diet. The whole goal is to, if you're trying to lose weight, your body likes to hang around a certain calorie amount. So what you want to do is you have to have a little bit less calories than that amount to lose weight. It's like calories in versus calories out. So if you're struggling with that, a lot of people will jump to, hey, what diet's the best? Oh, you lost weight doing that diet? I'll do that diet. And whenever someone loses weight on a diet and they find something they like, that's what they swear by because it was the one that they were successful at. So for me, it's whatever diet you're going to stick with. For me, when I'm losing weight, just for using me as an example, I do lower carb when I'm trying to lose weight. Not that lower carb is magically going to make you lose more fat. It's just that I love carbs. So whenever I do a lower carb diet, I eat way less calories because I'm not eating as many carbs. As simple as that. The only downside about the other things, other types of diets, sometimes you might be deficient in certain vitamins and minerals, but you can always supplement that through supplements. So after that long-winded explanation, just find the diet that works for you, that you can stick with. Can you explain the purpose of different types of foam rollers? So they all foam rollers work the same way, and they all just have different kind of like a different aspect to it. So it could be just the firmness, it could be soft, medium, hard, it could have bumps, it could be smooth. They all technically do the same thing. It's just going to give a different response to your body. It's just going to feel different on your skin. And some people like firmer foam rollers, some people like softer foam rollers. So just again, it depends on the person's body. So literally whatever one feels the best for you, pick that one. Let's keep it going. What was your first job? So my first job was at a Embassy Suites, working in the breakfast area, the dining room. And it was during breakfast time. They had a buffet, so I would change the food out. I would bust the tables, maybe do the random room service. That was pretty much it. Woke up at like 4 a.m., got there like 4:30, got out by noon. Yeah. What do you think is a reasonable amount of time for a workout routine? Back in the day, I used to do long workouts, probably because I had more energy, I had more time, and I was doing more bodybuilding workouts, so it was just about just destroying each body part for hours. Now I keep them to 45 minutes to like max an hour. I think I'm a little bit more efficient that way, and as long as I'm not on my phone and my rest periods I'm actually going by my rest periods, I can finish in plenty of time. So about an hour for me is good. What do you use wheat pasta? Oh no, sorry. I can't read right now. Do you use wheat pasta, and what do you think about spinach pasta? I'm a fan of just regular pasta. I like white rice, I like regular pasta. Any variation of those, I'm not like a huge fan of. It just doesn't taste the same. So I'll eat it, but it's not what I prefer. After 15-20 mile mountain biking, is it good or bad idea to do a stretching session? You know, it could be great. So whenever you do stretching after a workout, the great thing about that is stretching helps calm your body down. So it kind of brings the heart rate down, it gets you relaxed a little bit, and that's what you want after an intense workout. So that's probably the number one reason why I actually really like to stretch after workout. It's almost like you can wind down and then you just feel a little bit looser too. Why did you pick a bike for cardio? And they wrote, trying to decide what to get myself. Again, going back to the Schwinn Airdyne bike. I chose that type of cardio because I've done it in the past, and it's really good if you want to do sprint type of work where you don't want to spend too long of a time on a piece of cardio machine, but you can get that really intense workout, basically just stationary right there. I'm not a huge runner. I did Orange Theory for a little bit and I got really good at running, but again, you know, I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan. I don't have room for a treadmill either. The Airdyne bike, I bought it used. It's a lighter, you know, it's probably like 80 pounds, 80 to 100 pounds, and put it over on my balcony over here. And I can do like sprints on it, where if I wanted to do sprints running, it's like at the treadmill, or I would have to go outside, and it's just a little bit of a hassle, especially with the self-isolation stuff, because I got the Airdyne bike right when lockdown happened. It was just very convenient. You know what? And that's pretty much it for the questions. There are a couple other ones, but I don't think they're gonna apply to too many other people. So I think that's it for today's vlog. Hopefully, I'm assuming that was probably like 10 to 15 minutes. And that is it for today's vlog. Vlog 13. And I will see you tomorrow for vlog 14. Good night.